Hello students, today I'm going to cover MBO, that is Management by Objective. Through this video, I will be explaining you the meaning of MBO, the objectives of MBO, advantages and the process of MBO. Let's see the meaning of MBO. The manager has not only to motivate his personnel but also provide them with leadership. To that extent, every manager is a leader. A happy, satisfied worker is a productive worker and a great asset to any organization. If an individual is himself associated with designing the content and the objective of his job, there are greater chances that he will work his utmost to fulfill the organization objectives. This approach is known as MBO or Management by Objectives. It has tremendous motivational potential. MBO is now practiced around the world. The setting of goals or objective becomes so important in the business world that the concept of MBO, propounded by Peter Drucker, came to limelight in the year 1954. It is also known as result management, goals management, management by result, or management by mission. It has different names. MBO is a technique that shouldn't mind this, integrate organizational objective with managerial activities. So we can define MBO is a result oriented approach of employee motivation and as a planning and control device which used objective as a focal point to improve managerial performance and managerial effectiveness, both at the individual level and at the organizational level. It is used as a performance appraisal tool and really a system of managing. Thus, concept of MBO therefore emphasizes on establishing goals of the organization through just a joint participation of managers and subordinates. Now I am going to discuss the objectives of MBO. The first is it promotes subordinates' participation in the goal setting process. Next, it facilitates fast and effective decision making. It coordinates individual goals with organizational goals. It improves communication amongst managers and subordinates. It serves as the basic for control by setting objectives and standards of performance. It increases organizational efficiency by specifying priorities and outcome at each levels. And last, it lays individual responsibilities by clearly specifying what managers expect from them. Now with this slide, I will be explaining you the advantages of MBO. The first one is better managing. MBO helps in better managing the organizational resources and activities. With the proper utilization of both the human and the material resources, better performance is done. Next, clarification of organization. MBO forces managers to clarify organizational goals and roles and structure. MBO process is discovered the deficiencies in the organization. It is a system of effective decentralization process. Next, encouragement of personal commitment. MBO encourages people to commit themselves to their organizational goals. People become enthusiastic when they control their own fate. Next one is development of effective control. MBO includes effective planning and also an idea of effective controlling. The control process involves measuring results and taking action to correct deviations from plans in order to ensure that goals are reached. MBO process emphasizes self control and self direction of the personnel. Next one, motivation and personal satisfaction. MBO provides greatest opportunity for motivation and satisfaction of the personnel in the concerned organization. It is possible due to participation in objective setting and rational performance appraisal. Next one is decentralization, proper delegation and decentralization is an art of management. MBO process ensures proper delegation of authority and also helps the decentralized managerial decision making process. MBO creates many centers of accountability as against one centralized accountability point. Now, on this slide, you can see the different steps of management by objectives. So, with the help of this figure, I am going to explain you the process of MBO. Then first step is develop overall organizational goal. Overall organizational goals relate to the mission or purpose of the organization. These goals are set in the light of company's strength and weaknesses and external opportunities and threats. Then the second step is establish specific goals. Specific goals are set for each department, subunit, and individual in the organizational hierarchy. Goals are framed by managers for their respective departments, keeping in the view the overall goals in consultation with managers at lower levels who establish goals for their units in participation with their lower level managers. In this process, they also offer constructive suggestions to the superiors for framing the overall objectives. The third step is devise action plans. Action plan is a description of what is to be done, when, where, and by whom in order to achieve a goal. These plans are devised to achieve the goals. Specific key areas are determined which requires more attention than others in terms of allocation of resources. Fourth step in the process of MBO is maintain self-control. MBO aims at maintaining self-control. As people have autonomy to plan the means for carrying out the goals, they ensure their performance is in conformity with the goals. They self-control their activities. The next step is review the progress. The success of plan is ensured through periodic review of performance. In the process of reviewing the performance, problems are identified and solutions are sorted out. The last step is appraisal of performance. After the organizational and individual goals are defined and initiated, managers periodically assesses the performance of their subordinates to ensure that actual and planned performance are in conformity with each other. The MBO approach encourages self appraisal, where subordinates review their performance under the expert's guidance of their support or superiors. Appraisal also includes praise and recognition for positive performance and identification of areas where employees need to develop their skills and knowledge. Appraisal is used for recycling the MBO process. If objectives are successfully achieved, they form the basis for the next MBO cycle. The performance is reviewed with further provides the basis for objectives, settings, and action planning. Children, through this video, I have tried my level best to explain about MBO. I wish you have enjoyed it. Thank you.